Chloe, and I think the cheekiest programme that Channel 4 has had on, and which is coming back soon, is Black Mirror. This may seem like a strange choice, but whereas some programmes like My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding scrutinise immediately from the title, they actually involve the cooperation of those being scrutinised, whereas Charlie Brooker's series kind of looked at the entire population, but through actors, and it was so dramatised that we barely even realised we're being criticised, where in fact issues of our hunger for celebrity, politics, terrorism, surveillance in society, all of these very important issues are being looked at, but in such a performative way that it was actually controversial, critical, but very sly, and therefore I think quite cheeky. Your second question, fearless decisions I've made. I've got a top 5. The first one I'd say would be going to university in a city I'd only ever been to once, but lots of people do that. My number 4 would be travelling around Europe with a friend last summer. We went around Eastern Europe, ended up in the middle of nowhere in the Czech Republic, getting a 1-carriage train to a town just because there was an artist we loved that had grown up there. But we wanted to do it, so we did, and it was a great experience. My number 3 would be working at Frieze Art Fair 2011. I was working in props at the time, and the company decided to do Frieze, and I said, I'd love to do it. And they said, I don't think you would, it's the build. And I said, no, I'd love to. I ended up being one of only 2 women out of a group of 200 men building the project. But it was a fantastic experience. It was 15 days of 12 to 16 hours. It was exhausting, but we came out with such a great thing that it was entirely worth it. Then my number 2 would probably be, I won a scholarship last year that I applied for to travel to New Zealand. It's a travel scholarship. I've never travelled to the other side of the world before, and certainly not on my own, but I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good experience. And then my number 1 would probably be, strangely, my degree show, whereby I decided to build a huge installation to house my films. And my tutor said to me, don't do it, it's too ambitious. Sent me an email saying, don't do it, too ambitious. And I said, no, I can do it. There's no such thing as too ambitious where you've got the time or the skills, So I went for it, and I did it, and it worked, and I got a first. So that's what I can say to that tutor. The reason I am so passionate about working for Channel 4 is not only because I love film and I push the boundaries of my degree to be able to make film. There were no tutors that specialised in it, and I just really wanted to do it, so I went for it, and just by any means necessary taught myself, really. But then also I'd love to work for Channel 4 in particular because I think that they deal with such important issues, like programmes like My Transsexual Summer, for example, deal with these really important issues which are real and they're human and they should be looked at, but they're pushed under the carpet so much, and I think that Channel 4 should really be respected for the work they do. So that's something I'd really love to be a part of. Thank you very much. Fingers crossed.